Hi everyone, it's Ellen. I am back with another booktube content video, mostly because everything about my life is just pretty much the same lately. So that's the reason why I haven't really posted any vlogs in the month of March, and I'm hoping to post a lot more, either booktube content, movie, TV show related content, or if I do have something to post regarding my life, then I would have posted it by now. But anyways, today's video is going to be a little bit tad late to do because it's going to be the 2025 reading wrap up. I hope it's just not too late for you guys, since I know we're like a little bit into the year of 2026. So anyways, I have listed all the books according to the last name Arthur. So the very first series, the very first author that I have listed on my list is Leigh Bardugo, and she wrote the Grishaverse series. I've read Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm in 2024. And the very first book I read in 2025 was Ruin and Rising, which was released by on 2014. I gave it a 5 star, and yeah, it's just one of the last books I read in 2024, and I couldn't really finish it until the beginning of 2025. So yeah, I did read The Six of Crows, which is the other sequel, I guess, of Grishaverse. That's released in 2005. Oh, sorry, 2015, and I give it a 3 out of 5 star, mostly because it was okay. I wasn't really into it, and I don't know. It's just I couldn't really finish the entire series, yet alone the first book. But I gave it a 3 star anyways. Which, now that I think about it, I might give it a 1 star. And I pretty much DNF'd the book too. So, anyways, next author that I'm going to be mentioning is Sarah Brennan. She wrote the standalone novel called Unspoken, and it's a 2 star. I gave it a 2 star. I also DNF'd it, and it's published in 2012. The reason why I DNF'd the story was because I felt like it's really slow paced. There's really nothing that happened. I wouldn't really recommend it to anybody. Um, yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say for Unspoken. The next author gonna be mentioning is A.J. Howard. She wrote the Splintered series, and Splintered was released 2013, Unhinged released 2014, and Ensnared released 2015. So for the first book, I gave it 5 stars. The first and second book, I gave it a 5 stars, but the third book, I gave it a 3 stars, mostly because I think it had something to do with the pacing of the book. It's not really that much interesting to me. So yeah. Anyways, the next author that I'm going to be mentioning is Marissa Guillemard. I hope I didn't butcher her name. Um, it's She wrote Rebel, which was released in 2013. I gave this book a 5 stars because it's so stinking dang good. Anyways, the next book I really got me super surprised by, which is I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella, which was released in 2011. This book really surprised me. It's not usually my type of book that I really like to read, and I think it's considered an adult book. So yeah, it's just something really new, something really fresh, and it gave me a whole new perspective of reading that could possibly be open for me. And I just really loved it anyways. So I gave it a 5 star rating, obviously. The next book is, or the next author that I'm going to mention is Sarah McGuire. She wrote Valiant, which is a standalone series or a standalone novel, and it's released in 2015. It's another surprising read for me, to be honest. I never really expected to be so surprised by both of these books that I've read. The I've Got Your Number and Valiant were just really extremely super surprising for me. Valiant is a standalone novel, and I gave it a 5-star rating. The next author that I'm going to be mentioning is Laurel Corona. She wrote The Mapmaker's Daughter. It was released in 2014, and I gave it a 1-star. Unfortunately, I really was anticipating for this book to be really good, but I was kind of sort of really let down in a way. And I also DNF'd this book because I just really, it was just really boring. There was no plot twist, or there was really nothing happening in the book, and I got really bored really easily, so I just DNF'd the book. Also, I just want to tell you guys, I kind of lost track of all the different authors' name, and it kind of might be out of order. So I hope you guys don't mind that. But anyways, let's just continue on. The next author I'm going to mention is Mary E. Pearson. She wrote the Remnant Chronicles. And the first book is The Kiss of Deception, which was released 2014. Second book is The Heart of Betrayal, which was released 2015, and The Beauty of Darkness was released 2016. The average rating I would give for the series is a 5 stars for all 3 books in general. It was one of my favorite series of 2005 so far. I would definitely recommend this to anybody who really loves high fantasy, YA fantasy, magic, or romance. I also did read the last book of The Heart of Betrayal. It was my very first book that I completed in 2026, and it was a very first. It was a very good opener for this year's reading experience. So I hope to read a lot more interesting books this year that may be a 5-star for me. Anyways, the next series is Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. The first book is Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which was released in 2011. The Days of Blood and Starlight, released 2012. Dreams of Gods and Monsters, released 2014. And all these books I gave a 5-star rating because it's such a good series. And also, I had another opportunity to read. This was actually one of my very first buddy reading series that I really read with my best friend Serena. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And also, so for the average rating for 2025 overall, according to Goodreads, is that the entire star rating would be 4.0 stars out of 5.0, which is it's pretty good year so far considering how many books I've DNF'd, which is 2 books in general. I think the first one is Unspoken by Sarah Brennan and The Mapmaker's Daughter, which both of them I just DNF'd it. And I had, there are 11 5-star ratings in the entire year. And there's 2 books that I gave 3-star ratings and 1 book 1-star ratings. So overall, in 2025, I had such a good reading year, except for the DNF'd books and the low star ratings that I gave for a couple books, but I didn't let that deter me away from my reading experience, and I didn't also let that affect my reading slump. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, and let me know what else you guys want to see from me regarding booktube content. If you want to see any recommendations from movies, TV shows, or even albums that I like to listen to on the daily. Or if you guys want to request any vlogs or anything like that, leave them down in the description box below and I will pretty much try to get to it for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.